Okay, we are live. Hello, happy 4th of July. I have 5 friends here. Chat box very full. I read a lot of it, but not all of it. I just took a shower after classes, and I have 1 like. Thank you very much. If you are on a cell phone and you don't know how to give a thumbs up, what you do is you click the little X just in the corner of the chat box, not the video, and then you click the thumbs up, and then you click the little talking bubble that looks like this, you know, talking bubble, to get back to the chat if you're on a mobile device. Someone said something about YouTube is censoring, and you mentioned one of my videos got censored. I've had 3 experiences with censoring with YouTube. One of them, I had some clips of the Aladdin movie, and I was talking about the Aladdin movie, and they banned it. They took it off YouTube. So then I took the clips out and just had the video of me talking about Aladdin movie, and they allowed it. Recently, I had a video of a compilation of my kids playing together, and it got restricted where you cannot comment on the video. There are some channels that because they have kids frequently on their channel, they have no commenting at all. And I hope that doesn't happen to me. My channel's not monetized, so I don't get it. Anyway, I could make a whole video about that. But anyway, today I wanted to talk about teaching with no AC. That is why I'm sleeveless right now. I wore my teacher shirt to teach in, but there's no AC upstairs. So I was going to talk about that and talk about Saran from Mongolia, boy or girl. We know now the mystery has been solved on our Facebook group. And I'm going to talk about a way that you can send really nice gifts to your students for a lot cheaper. And if there's any phrases you'd like to learn in Spanish, let me know in the chat box. There is so much stuff. The third situation about me getting censored was reacting to Cody Lee, and because I didn't cut that video down at all, it got removed. So anyway, yeah. Marianne said, I love how certain things get censored, but others don't. I have tons of videos with my kids in it, and then a random one people can't comment on. There are some full channels where nobody can comment because they have kids on their channel. I don't like that. Yeah, Teacher Kim said we have to follow their guidelines. The thing is, their guidelines are so obscure that one video can be fine and the next one not. So it's hard to always follow their guidelines when their guidelines are not set in stone. If that makes any sense. Anyway, I'm thankful for this free platform that we can have these live videos and connect with one another. So happy 4th of July. So what happened with our, yeah, Saran. So we'll talk about Saran. Let me pull up the photo. So the question in our group, okay. So this is, I'm an admin of this brand new group. I'm not the creator, I'm just one of the 3 admins. Come on, focus, 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 focus. There we go, on Facebook. Pre-VIP prep and tips. So this was created by Morgan Brown. She's also on YouTube. Check her out. Her name is VIPKID Morgan Brown. So she posed the question, is Saran from Mongolia in level 1 a boy or a girl? Let me find the post. Is Saran a boy or a girl? One moment. There we go. Okay, we're getting there. One moment. I'm scrolling. We've had a lot of posts in our group. Let me just search for it. Sorry. Saran, S-A-R-A-N. Yes. Here we go. So this was a poll from the admins. Poll from the admins, do you think Saran from Mongolia is a boy or a girl? Picture in the comments. What I did was I looked up traditional Mongolian clothing for boys and girls and put a picture of Saran in the middle. And my determination was that she's a girl. But Morgan sent in a ticket. We had 31 votes for boy and 19 votes for girl. Tell me in the chat box, do you think Saran is a boy or a girl? And then I will tell you what our outcome was because we know a definite answer. Saran in the middle, boy or girl? Hard to tell, right? So, let's see. There we go. Oh, Morgan is here in the chat. Hello, Morgan. Welcome. Yeah, no AC, pobrecita. Thank you. Right now it's not bad because it's morning, but those evening classes are stifling, very hot. So I'll explain about that. We're going to get our AC fixed on Saturday. We got a window air conditioning for our living room, so our ground floor is very cooled off. But as you're walking up the stairs, you feel no more air conditioning. When you get to my office at night, it feels like a sauna when it's been hot out. So Morgan Brown, she sent a ticket to ask, is Saran a boy or a girl? And here is the outcome. It's a girl. So the ticket said, Dear Morgan, thanks for waiting. We are sorry for delay. After consulted with the relevant team, they stated that Saran is a common Mongolian girl's name. Also, the headdress looks more like a woman's headdress with the colorful beads hanging from it. So Saran is female. Hope it is helpful for you. And if there is any other things we can assist you with, please feel free to contact us. Have a nice day. So it's official. When I started comparing the pictures of traditional Mongolian boy clothes, traditional Mongolian girl clothes, it looks more like a girl headdress, right? So yeah, get some ice water and a big fan. Yes, I have water to drink and I have a ceiling fan above me. But unfortunately, the ceiling fan doesn't change the temperature of the room. But in the morning, like this morning, it wasn't bad at all. Also, one of my lamps on my desk, the light bulb went out. So right now I'm functioning with one lamp and this window's open. Oh. So the lighting is actually not that. I just kind of look like I have a black eye over here, but eh. So, okay. I've held you in suspense long enough about how you can send cheaper gifts to your students. And Heather's excited about this, but she got rid of her Facebook. But this is a Facebook group in order to get connected with the people to order from. So if you don't mind getting on Facebook just to check it out, you can. So this group, there we go. This group is called ESL Teacher Props and Gift Ordering Service. Write that down. So, let me show you. They have all sorts of different things that you can order. Like basically, if you want them to send personalized card, they will do that too, along with the gift. The thing is, they're in China. They work for VIPKid. So they can send an official dyno to your student from China. So all you're having to pay for is the dyno and the shipping within China. So it's a lot cheaper than like here sending a package all the way from America to China. And it's a lot more guaranteed that it will arrive well because it's mailing within the country, right? So they have, you can scroll through, they have Hello Kitty, they have basically anything that your students are into. Like, look, you can send a giant Hello Kitty to your students. One teacher posted that she hadn't been teaching for a while because of health problems, and one of her students' parent was hospitalized because of complications with her pregnancy and almost died. So both of them were kind of hospitalized, but they were friends on WeChat, so they really got connected with each other and just kind of supporting each other as moms and stuff. And so through this group, she was able to send a bouquet of flowers to her mom friend in China. And so she posted a picture. I don't know if I can find it. It's somewhere in here. But you can also, you know, pick out books that you want to send them. Have I ever done this? No, but there are hundreds of VIPKid teachers that are in this group that have successfully done this. So Morgan has to get going. Her YouTube channel is called VIPKid Morgan Brown. So subscribe to her and join our Facebook group. So yeah, thanks for joining. Thanks for joining the fun. So yeah, you can even send like characters from VIPKid because, okay, so this is the person that heads it up. Her name is Yui Jing Xiao, something like that. I'm probably saying it wrong. And you can send, you know, you can send Peppa Pig to your students. You can send cute little stuffed animals. So there's all different things, but like, for example, these tiny little stuffed animals are only $3. So if you wanted to send something simple, and then shipping's not gonna be that much within country. So, I mean, look, these 35 centimeter teddy bears are only $4. So it's a lot cheaper and more likely that it'll arrive. Maybe you have a student that is into My Little Pony. You can send a $10 My Little Pony to them. They're pretty big. So anyway, a lot of teachers have posted, thank you so much. My student received their picture, received their gift, and they share like a picture of their student holding the gift and stuff. So yeah. Yeah, it isn't really a business. It's someone in China sending it. Yeah, she like works for VIPKid, and she is kind of connected to a company that makes stuff. What recourse do you have if it isn't sent? You message the main lady and she'll track it down and fix it. She's an honest person, and tons of teachers have all had their packages arrive safely. And it's, you know, it's only a few dollars. If you, like, you can send a big Pluto. That I know this is legitimate because I've been in this group for a long time and I've seen tons of posts from teachers and it's really happening. So yeah, she's an honest person. She works for VIPKid. Like, her VIPKid stuff is like official. Like, sometimes she'll put out warnings about there'll be people online that are selling fake VIPKid stuff, and she doesn't want us to buy from fake people because you could get scammed and stuff. But yeah. So Teacher Kim wants me to add her to the group. Let me scroll up and do that, or invite you. So yeah. So there's 5.7 members. They're all VIPKid teachers. And no one has gotten scammed. So yeah. Kim, what's your husband's name again? Let's see. Oh, there we go. Sent it. Okay, so I just invited Kim. Yeah. I just wonder how she processes credit cards, etc., through Facebook. I feel like, see, I've never ordered, but you, I'm not sure. But like, here's an example of something that was sent. You know, they can send a card if you write the message that you want. These are some packages that they're sending out, you know, like books and stuff. So, you know, different messages. You tell them the message that you want them to write and they type it, or you can type it and send it. So, she's my friend on Facebook, the admin that does it. She's also a mama. She has a little boy. So yeah, here's the teacher's post about a little girl receiving her cupcakes in the mail. Let me find another one that's from a teacher. Yeah, look. Her student received her crocodile thing, and this one they sent flowers to a mom. So anyway, I've never done it. I've been in this group for like maybe more than 4 months, but I'm just sort of a casual observer to see what people are doing and see if it's working, so that if I have a situation where I really, really have a student I feel a strong connection with and we've shared 100 classes together and it's their birthday or something, then maybe I would send a gift. I'm so cheap that I haven't done anything like that yet. But I also don't have WeChat, so I'm not like super connected with the parents or anything like that. But yeah, I think it's PayPal or Facebook Pay. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I think definitely. So, but it's been legitimate. Yeah, they are not cheap. You sent us all gifts. Oh, you are not cheap. You sent us all gifts. I thought you were talking about. Yes. Well, see, I feel more of a connection with you guys than I do like the parents of my students. And I kind of see my students with a lot of stuffed animals. So I don't really feel like sending rich kids more toys. Like if I'm going to buy toys, it's going to be like I'll sometimes buy little gifts to set aside for Christmas for my kids. You know what I mean? I have a dream that someday I'm going to go to China and I will bring like little like books in English, like paperback books. I'll just bring a bunch of them and give them to my students, you know, like that. Yeah. So I've tried joining WeChat 2 different times, and I've even tried telling parents my WeChat, and I feel like if I visit China, then I would feel more connected to want to do something like that. But I've heard a couple of stories about like parents requesting things about bookings, and you're not supposed to do that. And then with GoGoKid, they say you cannot, must not, will not be in contact with the parents outside of GoGoKid. So I'm not about to get fired, you know what I mean? So I just kind of haven't done WeChat that much, but I enjoy teaching my students, and I would love to meet them in person someday. So anyway, so yeah. Oh, I have a hilarious story I want to share with you guys. I wish this had happened to me, but no, it was a post on Facebook. Let me pull the post up. One moment. One moment. Let me find it. Just one moment. Okay, so this teacher had something really funny happen. Let me find. I shared it in a group chat with my admin friends. Okay. This is what the teacher said. I woke up this morning to my energetic student that was wearing a cape and declared, "Teacher, I'm a supermarket." So this little kid had a cape on and was so excited to tell his teacher that he's a supermarket. I thought that was so funny. So funny. I'm a supermarket. He meant superhero, you know, but so cute. That really I wish that had happened to me. Then I would have a recording of it. That was so funny. Anyway, so funny. So I hope you guys have a swell 4th of July. Do you guys have any plans? I know you mentioned a little bit in the chat box, some barbecues and stuff. Me, my husband's off work today. I think we're going to try to go to the swimming pool with our kids. Who knows if we'll end up doing it. But yeah, not trying to get sunburned, but it would be fun. Anyway, that's pretty much my list of things I wanted to tell you about. Yeah. I made a video about, okay, so a lot of people in the education group on Facebook had the official education group, and you know, that group is a hot mess anyway. But a lot of people have been saying, oh, I got bumped over to the old classroom and the slides won't load. And at first I was like, oh, that's so strange. And then I was thinking about it and I made a video and I posted and showed, sometimes the thing is, okay, I was hired 18 months ago. So the old classroom is what we started with. And about 1 year into me being with the company, or 6 months, I don't remember, a long while into being with the company, they said, oh, we're going to have new interactive classes and the slides are going to load by themselves. So it was like this big thing that the slides were going to load by themselves. But now that all of the new teachers are used to the slides loading by themselves, in the old classroom, sometimes you still have to manually load the slides, but no one's been taught that. So I made that video and I posted it on the education group in case that's the problem people are having. Like, people aren't exactly saying that. They're saying, oh, the slides won't load. But I think what they mean is the slides aren't loading automatically because you're expected to manually do it, but you've never been taught that. I don't know if that's the problem, but I made a video explaining how to manually load the slides in case there are newbie teachers that don't know how to do that. So anyway, so feel free to share that if you have anybody. Yeah, Danny said they didn't load themselves when I started. Yeah, so I just showed, you know, how to click on docs and click on interactive lesson and click load, you know. Teacher Heather said, I'm grateful for that video. So that's also true. Just anytime you have slides that don't load in the old classroom, just go ahead and load them manually. Yeah. Okay, so but Teacher Heather was having a glitch where the slides loaded, but they kept reloading and reloading and reloading. So that's definitely a problem and a glitch. Do you guys remember months ago how we were told that PC people are going to have to start using the PC app and Chromebooks not going to be able to use, basically nobody can use the portal anymore. Well, now is the time that was supposed to like be set to be happening, because we're in July now. It was like July 1st for PC and like August 1st for Chromebook. So I'm a little bit curious, like if that's what a lot of people are having problems with. I'm not sure, but a lot of people have been posting that they're getting teacher ITs. And see, they're not saying whether they're on the PC app or what, but I have a MacBook Pro. It was quite the investment for us, but it was a worthy investment because I asked on Facebook when I had to get rid of my Chromebook and upgrade to something that would work. I asked, you know, who has had no teacher IT problems at all? What kind of computer do you have? And a lot of them were saying, MacBook Pro is what works. So that's what I got. So I don't know with the teachers that are saying that they're having so many problems and having teacher ITs, I don't know if it's because of the kind of computer they have or because they're using the portal or what, but I just hope they fix their bugs or get it figured out. Anyway. So yeah, let me read what you guys are saying. Teacher Kim says my daughter is lying on my lap right now singing pre-VIPKid songs. You should definitely watch that video of me singing all the pre-VIP songs. I think you said she was going to watch that with you. So I had a student IT today. Student never made it back to class. I took many screenshots. GoGoKid still has it marked as scheduled, expecting feedback. How many sentences of feedback? Because can you write, like, student was in the classroom and then had some issues or whatever, and just submit that. That's what I've done with VIPKid in the past. Okay, Teacher Heather said, yep, I use the app. However, when I do feedback, I keep a couple of windows open to reflect back on the slides with my notes. Errors show up. Interesting. Kim, just kidding. He's at the gym. Okay, I missed that. Anyway. So anyway, this morning I had 3 classes in a row. And during my second class, my son, who's almost 2, was crying at the bottom of the stairs. Welcome, Teacher Amber. Hey. So my son was crying at the bottom of the stairs during my 3rd class. Now me, I'm a mama. I have something called mother's instinct that my husband does not have. And I didn't know I had this superpower till I had my first child, right? It is the superpower that I suspect most or all moms have, in which I can fully sleep through loud snoring from my husband right next to me. But if my baby in the other room makes a squeal or a weird noise or a little cry, I wake up and say, oh, the baby needs me, you know? So for me, when I'm sleeping and I hear the baby cry, I wake up and help him. My husband does not have that superpower. And so when I went downstairs after my 4 classes, I looked and my son was not in the bed he normally sleeps in, which is, he co-sleeps. It's a long story. He has his own toddler bed that he sometimes naps in, and we need to upgrade him to his baby bed. But anyway, co-sleep. So he's normally in our bed. He wasn't there. My son put himself back to bed, but in his sister's bed. So my girls have have bunk beds that are twin size. So, and they're little girls. So, you know, they take up less than like half the bed. So Esther's on the top bunk. She's almost 5. And Deborah's on the bottom bunk. She's 3. And Joshua, he climbed in Deborah's bed on the bottom bunk and fell asleep at the end of the bed. So he tucked himself back in when nobody helped him when he was crying. So that was so cute. Anyway, so I let him keep sleeping. So anyway. Oh, kids, I tell ya, they're so cute. Anyway. So yeah, I should be scheduling my first pregnancy appointment soon. And yeah, Joshua is so cute. Thank you. He last night started saying baby sha, baby sha. That's how he says baby shark. So I got a video of him saying it like several times and then him dancing to baby shark. So check that video out. It's hilarious and cute. Baby sha, baby sha. Anyway. Oh, I love that he put himself back to bed. It's like, nobody's coming to get me. I'm so tired. I'm just going back to sleep. So, yeah. Okay, I wanted to ask you guys about that. So, Teacher Heather said, isn't VIPKid offering 50 tokens for changing your profile picture? Are they offering that to everyone? Because I asked this because, oh, Teacher Kim said not for me. I did not get a notification. I couldn't find anywhere on the portal or anything where it said that I could get 50 tokens for changing my profile picture. What I tried to do was change my profile picture to the same profile picture except for the VIPKID like logo at the bottom. And because it had the logo, they didn't approve my photo. So I tried changing it and it wasn't approved. So I don't even know if I would get 50 tokens if I changed my picture. They've got me all confused. Okay, Teacher Kim said, nope, I changed mine 2 times lately and no tokens. Well, I don't know. I feel like it would take like a week for the tokens to be processed because they're that way. You know, like if you earn 100 Hutong points and you get it switched over to tokens, give me my tokens. Teacher Danny said, I'm trying to save up to get Meg and Mike puppets, and it's taken forever. I know, I already have them. I have these ones, but they're not official. I really like the official ones. So I'm up to like 647 tokens, and I need like 1,600 tokens total. Anyway. Joshy's fussing. I should get going. So yeah, August is going to be a little difficult for me. Anyway. It's the 1 year since we lost Gabriel at 17 weeks. So hopefully this pregnancy will be going well, and in August I can be happy about that, I guess. Hopefully it won't be grief upon grief. And Joshy's turning 2. I'm trying to wean that kid. Man, it's hard. He's lactose intolerant, so I'm trying to get him to drink lactose-free milk, and he does not like it. He just wants mama. So anyway, thank you. Oh, I wanted to say too, so I had a mom experience. I was taking plates of food outside to the front porch for my kids and I to have a little picnic lunch together. And my daughter, Esther, brought a huge thing of peanuts and a bag of goldfish outside. And as I was carrying the plates out, my almost 2-year-old completely dumped out on the patio, dirty ground, all of the peanuts and all of the goldfish. It was a lot. And I was like, I a little bit exploded for a moment. And I had to apologize for yelling at my kids. So I made the error of complaining to my mother-in-law and my husband. And their reaction was like, well, that's how Joshua is. I'm with him every day, all day. I know that's how he is. That's not comforting. I was just venting that I was like, why did he throw everything on the floor? They're like, that's Joshua, you know, that's how he is. And then later that day, my mother-in-law was at our house. And I was like, you know, cuddling Joshua and tickling him and laughing with him. She was like, that's why he's spoiled. So she's correlating him throwing things on the ground with me being affectionate and loving towards him. So I was just going to say that I don't agree with the mentality. I don't agree with the mentality that you can spoil a baby with love and affection. You can't even spoil young kids with love and affection. And developmentally, it's normal for him to dump things out. He's learning to pick them back up. But, you know, yeah. Teacher Danny said fruits and vegetables spoil. Yeah, meat spoils. So the thing is, and I also don't agree with the mentality that my South American mother-in-law has, and my husband tends to get from her, the idea that you should not be affectionate with little boys because then they'll be feminine. Or the idea of like telling a boy that's not even 2 years old that he can't cry about something because he's a boy. Or even telling him that he can't hit his sisters because they're girls. I realized I grew up with the saying like, you can't hit a girl, right? But I realize now I don't really agree with that fully. Because we were at Walmart and Deborah hit Joshua and Joshua hit Deborah back. And my mother-in-law said to Joshua, you can't hit her because you're a boy and she's a girl. And I was like, she can't hit him. Girls can't hit. It's not okay for boys to hit girls. I agree. It's not okay for boys to hit boys. It's not okay for girls to hit girls. And it's not okay for girls to hit boys. So we don't have to like bring gender into it. It's not okay to hit. You know what I mean? I don't know if that makes any sense. But I realize that boys and girls are different. But my girls are bigger than my boys. So they definitely can't be hitting the baby. And he needs to learn not to hit. He doesn't just need to learn don't hit girls. He needs to learn don't hit. You know what I mean? Unless it's like really self-defense and really necessary. So it's interesting, the ideology that we grew up with, and then later thinking, was that exactly a right way of thinking? And then there's some things that I grew up with that I wish was still a thing. For example, do you remember when we were growing up, people would say, if you don't have anything nice to say, then don't say anything at all. Where's that on the internet? It's like, in Facebook groups, on YouTube comments, people just, I'm not in the same room as them, so I'll just say whatever I want. I don't know them personally, so I'll just assume that they're a bad mom and just tell them off. I don't like the way I read that comment, so I'm going to assume that they meant it in a negative light, and I'm going to insult them back. It's like, if you don't have anything nice to say, like, don't say anything at all. So some of the things I grew up with, like, should still be a thing. Just saying. But anyway. So yeah. I am seeing people in the chat box that don't normally come to my lives, and it's so exciting. I see Amber M and Tasha are here. So yeah. Yes to that saying, Danny says. Right? I'm going to teach my kids, like, come on, you don't need to insult people. And honestly, if you wouldn't say it to their face, don't say it on the internet, because that makes you a coward, pretty much. And also, you in person, you don't know what people are going through, and online you definitely don't know what people are going through. They could be having suicidal thoughts and you might push them over the edge. You don't know what they're going through. So like, err towards being kind rather than insulting and rude and mean, because some people might not have the emotional and mental capacity to handle one more insult. You know what I mean? You don't know where people are coming from. I wanted to share something with you guys without bragging on myself. So I want to share it as an encouraging thing that you could do as well. So I am in the Parents as Teachers program. And so there's a lady that comes to our house and she helps me do crafts with my kids and make sure my kids are doing well developmentally, helps me have ideas of how to be a better mom and stuff. And also has gotten us free car seats and some, connections to like free diapers and stuff. I just heard my husband laugh. He's awake. So she told me about something where I could go to this like interview thing, questionnaire thing, and get a $50 gift card, MasterCard, Visa card thing. So I got it. And then I was thinking, what could I spend this $50 on, right? Because it's all for me. What can I do? And I was thinking I could get an umbrella light for my classroom, but like I'm really cheap. And they're like $40, and I keep looking for a cheaper one, and it like doesn't like exist. Like there's cheaper ones, but they're like just parts of the umbrella light, not the whole thing. Anyway, so I was like, nah. And then I realized my best friend financially is in the situation I was in before I started with VIPKID. She's been not doing well financially or emotionally because of financial stresses. And I was like, you know what? better than like wasting the $50 on myself, I could just give it to her. And it's not like I'm giving her $50 from my bank account and she should feel bad about it. It's like, I got this $50 gift card and like, I want to give it to you, you know? And then I was like, I should like get her some diapers and wipes to go with it. So anyway, I let her know so that now it's set in stone that I'm going to do it. So I'm gonna give it to her because when I was struggling financially, other people bought diapers for me, and like we even still get diapers sometimes. And just like, it's good to remember that sometimes there's other people that are struggling more than you, and sometimes it's better to help out a friend than to spoil yourself, you know? And I'm blessed that I get paychecks. Right now, she's not in that position. She's a stay-at-home mom of 3 kids and struggling, and I've been there, you know? So anyway, I wanted to encourage you that if you're blessed with something, I want to say it in Spanish. I'm going to say in Spanish than English. Spanish is sobreabundantemente. Over and above. If you're blessed over and above with something and you have extra, you know, like that's kind of an expression from the Bible. Like if you have a full cup and it's overflowing, what's overflowing, you should share it with someone because you're not even able to enjoy it because you're so full, you're overflowing blessings. So like share some of it, you know. It's just an idea. Okay, Teacher Heather said, is she a single mom? No, she's a mom who her husband's working, but she's not working and she's staying home with the kids. And she's been struggling with postpartum depression so bad that she's been having like suicide attempts and suicidal thoughts, and she's been hospitalized a lot. So that's not helping. And she's my best friend. And so I want to encourage her as much as I can. And you never know, just like having a play date and giving someone a gift, that can be the one thing that like takes them away from the edge. You know what I mean? And just a reminder that it's nice to bless others, you know? So anyway, she's my best friend. And actually, I was having a play date at her house and her husband came rushing home from work. And he was like, oh my gosh, I'm so glad you're alive. Because she had posted, I didn't even know this, she had posted on Facebook in a group that she's in that I'm not in, that her husband's not in, and someone had messaged her husband and let them know that she was saying that she was really feeling suicidal that day. Well, she had let me know she'd like to do a play date, so I came over to her house and I thought she was fine, you know? So you don't know when someone is fine or not fine. So my husband's downstairs and my kids are screaming and running. No, my husband's screaming and my kids are running. Anyway, fun times. So that's scary stuff, you know. So he had tried calling her, but her phone was on silent and sitting on another table, and we were just talking, you know. So he came rushing home because someone shared with him on Facebook the post that she had written that morning. I was there in the afternoon, that she was really feeling suicidal that day. And then she wasn't answering her phone. He was terrified. Then he came home, didn't even know I was having a play date because we planned it like last second because she needed a friend and I came over, you know. But I was like, oh my gosh. So I have a little group on Facebook that's just me, my best friend, and another one of our friends. So I called it, you know, like friend support group, so that we can vent in there anytime we want to. We can plan play dates in that little group. So it's like a private group so that hopefully, like, if she's struggling, she'll let us know. But she hasn't been really saying much. So I'll just say, you know, can we get together sometime? So we're getting together tomorrow. But yeah, she is a sweetheart and I love her, and she's struggling, but life is hard. Life is hard. Anyway, I also have a friend my age that has breast cancer, and she's not been doing chemotherapy. She's been doing the keto diet, and she's been doing vitamin C injections, and her cancer is lessening, but we're just like hoping that she won't have to do chemotherapy. She did have surgery. She has breast cancer. But yeah. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So teacher Heather said, I was just going to mention, has she looked into vitamin B12 and D deficiency? She has not. She has more gone the route of either taking heavy drugs or weaning herself off of it, like stopping the heavy drugs abruptly because she can't afford them. So that's really messed with her psyche. But I was thinking I wanted to tell her about magnesium. I mean, we've had magnesium supplements. We've had conversations about magnesium before, but she's never gone on it. But I have another friend who has taken magnesium for postpartum depression, and it really helps. But anyway, all that to say, if you get the chance or opportunity to be encouraging to someone else today, you don't know what they're going through. People can put on a fake smile so easy. It comes naturally, you know, and it's very rare that someone will share with you their deepest, darkest hurts, or what they're even going through that's negative, because it's not our culture. Our culture just is the Instagram, smile, don't post sad stuff, you know. Yeah. I've been scared for her too, and trying to be there for her as much as I can. So yeah. Anyway. Exercise helps. You're right. Okay. Amber said exercise helps. What I did a month after I lost Gabriel is like, it was like my mom passed away and we had issues in our family that I'm not going to mention, and then we had, we lost Gabriel. So like, it was like boom, 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 boom. It was like, I need to get away from my kids. I need to go exercise. So I joined a gym and stuff. And since then, I've realized I kind of stopped that gym membership because that gym's too far away and doesn't have childcare. But I really do need to join a gym that has childcare. It's just more expensive. So I'm cheap. I'm cheap with some things. But yeah, exercising is really a good way of working through negative emotions and getting those endorphins flowing. And it also improves your quality of sleep and everything. It's really good for you. Anyway. Oh no, teacher Danny got a 1-star rating with GoGoKid. I'm so sorry. My situation with GoGoKid is I keep opening all of my 5:30 slots 6 days a week, not Sundays, and they never book. And then I close them to make sure that they don't book at the last minute. But I honestly am not disappointed because that means I can start work at 6 a.m. I feel like they'll start booking when they need to book. Anyway. So yeah, Danny, did they have any sort of message as to why? I wish you could, with GoGoKid, I wish you could request it be invalidated. No comment. That is so frustrating. It's just, I was going to say too, I can't get some of the certifications until I have 4.98 and for my 5 Apple rating. And I currently just went from 4.91 and now I'm up to 4.95. So I'm trying to get up to 4.98, but I'll probably get a low Apple rating right when I'm trying to get there. So anyway, luckily, this is why you should be a certification hoarder, because you might get in a situation where you can't get more certifications. Luckily, I have a lot of certifications. So yeah. Danny, you didn't deserve that. But I look at it this way. I've taught over 2,000 classes with VIPKID, and only 7 of them gave me less than 4 apples, like 3 or less. So that's less than 1%. So I'm willing to admit that less than 1% of my classes taught were less than perfect, right? So that's life. But hopefully that doesn't keep happening. Anyway, I'm going to get going. I hope that you guys have a fabulous 4th of July. If you don't mind giving me a thumbs up on this video, that would be great. And I look forward to seeing you guys in the next live. I do lives every Thursday. Our friend Teacher Kelly Tag goes live 9:30 a.m. Central Standard Time on Mondays. Our friend Marianne, VIPKID Teacher Marianne, or maybe, I think it's Teacher Marianne on Facebook. Teacher Marianne on YouTube. She goes live on Tuesdays. I missed it this week. I'm sorry. I was going to that thing that earned me a $50 gift card. It was like an interview thingy. And she goes live on Tuesdays at 9:30 a.m. Central Standard Time. Danny, she's on here as Teacher Danny. She also has a channel that's Danny Happy Farms Louisiana, and she goes live on Wednesdays at 9:00 a.m. Central Standard Time. I go live Thursdays. Evelyn Joy, if you haven't subscribed, go ahead and subscribe. And Teacher Heather, she's in the chat box. She goes live on Fridays at 9:00 Central Standard Time. And we also have our friend Heather Sandlin. Stanlin? Oh, now I'm confused. Stanlin? I think it's Sandlin. Heather Sandlin. She does lives randomly, so click the notification bell for all of us so that you just get notified when we go live. She does them sometimes Tuesdays, sometimes Wednesdays. She reads the weekly update, which is awesome because I never read the weekly update, but I like to know what it said, right? So, and then also please subscribe to VIPKID Morgan Brown. She's a good friend of mine, and she created a group and asked me to be an admin, so that was really kind of her, and I like that. And feel free to join our group on Facebook. It's called Pre-VIP//props and tips. All right, thanks, guys. Bye-bye. Happy 4th of July.